Hello friend, we will discuss about points and formula of the chapter 1. अगर आपको एग्जाम में स्कोर इम्प्रूव करना है तो ये सारी फॉर्मूला यूजफुल है. Let's see. Charge on proton, charge on electron and charge on positron are given. The value is same. Here mass of the proton and mass of the electron is different, but mass of the positron is similar to the mass of the electron. ये दोनों का mass same है और दोनों का charge भी same है. Because of this reason, positron is known as antiparticle of electron. इलेक्ट्रोस्कोप इज यूज टू डिटेक्ट द चार्ज. कोई बॉडी पर चार्ज है तो इसको डिटेक्ट करने के लिए इलेक्ट्रोस्कोप एज अ डिवाइस है. द क्वार्क्स आर ऑफ टू टाइप्स. अब क्वार्क्स U equal to plus 2 by 3e where it is denoted by U and down quarks D equal to minus 1 by 3e. Here E means 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. SI unit of the electric charge is coulomb, second ampere second, A for stand A1 and second for stand T1. So dimensional formula of the electric charge is M0 L0 T1 A1. T1 A1 you have to keep in mind. Fundamental unit of the charge is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. It is primary charge and it is denoted by E. स्मॉलेस्ट यूनिट ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज इन सीजीएस सिस्टम में स्मॉलेस्ट यूनिट क्या है? ESU, इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक यूनिट. सेकंड नेम स्टेट कूलम और थर्ड नेम फ्रैंकलिन. ये तीनों एक ही नाम है. 1 कूलम इक्वल टू 3 इंटू 10⁹ ESU. 1 कूलम और ESU के बीच का रिलेशन है. लार्जेस्ट यूनिट ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज इज 1 फैराडे 96,500. तो कैसे आया? तो कि 1 मोल इलेक्ट्रॉन ले लो और 1 मोल इलेक्ट्रॉन का टोटल चार्ज होता है सिमिलर टू द 96,500 कूलम. SI unit of the electric charge is EMU. EMU means electromagnetic unit. Its second name is AB coulomb. So there is a relation between coulomb and AB coulomb. 1 coulomb equal to 1 by 10 AB coulomb. If you place 10 opposite side, it means 1 AB coulomb equal to 10 coulomb. There is a relation between EMU and ESU. 1 EMU equal to 3 into 10⁻10 ESU. Charge on any body is given by Q equal to NE, where E equal to 1.6 into 10⁻19 coulomb and N value is 1, 2, 3 up to infinite. मतलब 1.6 into 10⁻19 into 1 into 2 into 3, that's value of the charge. So here this statement indicating quantization of electric charge. Electric force existing between two charge in vacuum is given by F0 equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 upon R square. According to Coulomb's law, here the product of the charge given and denominator the distance का स्क्वायर करके लिखा है. दिस इज द प्रोपोर्शनलिटी कांस्टेंट. हियर वैक्यूम में दो चार्ज एक दूसरे के ऊपर फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहे हैं इसलिए F0 से मेंशन किया है. इसका रिजल्टेंट को हम बोलेंगे कि सो फॉर इन कैलकुलेशन इंस्टेड ऑफ 1/4 pi epsilon 0 वी विल टेक K. हियर epsilon 0 मीन्स परमिटिविटी फॉर फ्री स्पेस और वैक्यूम. इसकी वैल्यू है 8.85 इंटू 10⁻12 कूलम स्क्वायर न्यूटन रेज़ टू -1 मीटर रेज़ टू -2. अगर ये वैल्यू इधर सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे तो इसका रिजल्ट आएगा K इक्वल टू 9 इंटू 10⁹ न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर कूलम रेज़ टू -2. ईयर बाय मिस्टेक -1 इज प्रिंटेड, सो -1 इंस्टेड ऑफ -1 कंसिडर -2. नाउ value of K in CGS is 1. Dimensional of formula of epsilon 0. अब ये सारी फॉर्मूला को अब पहले हम रीड करेंगे और बाद में डिटेल में समझेंगे. सो डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला ऑफ epsilon 0 is M-1 L-3 T4A2. Dimensional formula of the K is given here. You see here -1 then plus. So if minus then consider plus and plus then consider minus. Electric force Fm existing in other medium instead of vacuum. अगर दो चार्ज के बीच वैक्यूम नहीं है और कोई मीडियम है तो दो चार्ज एक दूसरे पर जो फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहे हैं उसको बोलेंगे एफएम। तो एफएम इक्वल टू 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन Q1 into Q2 upon R square. So instead of epsilon 0, here take epsilon, where epsilon is the permittivity of medium. Now from equation 2 and 3 we have F0 epsilon 0, Fm epsilon. This is the equation or result 4. Now the ratio of permittivity of medium to the permittivity of vacuum, मीडियम की परमिटिविटी और वैक्यूम की परमिटिविटी का रेशियो को बोलेंगे K और एप्सिलॉन R. Here unit of epsilon and unit of epsilon 0 is same, so these two are unitless. Now where epsilon R is the relative permittivity of medium or K is dielectric constant of the medium. अब ये दो एक ही है लेकिन सिंबल अलग है और इसका नाम अलग है. नाउ एफ एम इक्वल टू 1/K 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन 0 Q1 into Q2 अपॉन R स्क्वायर. तो इधर आपने देखा कि एप्सिलॉन है तो एप्सिलॉन को सब्जेक्ट बनाओगे तो एप्सिलॉन इन 0 into K हो जाएगा एप्सिलॉन के बदले, तो ये आ जाएगा इधर K into एप्सिलॉन 0 इंस्टेड ऑफ एप्सिलॉन. सो फिर से ये हो जाता है F0. सो Fm इक्वल टू F0 बाई K. Thus the force between given charge held in a particular distance in medium is 1/K times of the force as the both charge is the same, distance is same but in vacuum. So from F0 equal to 1/4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 square. If Q1 and Q2 दो चार्ज को कांस्टेंट रखोगे, ये तो कांस्टेंट है मतलब F0 प्रोपोर्शनल टू 1/R स्क्वायर मिलेगा. अब दो केस ले सकते हो, F1 R1 स्क्वायर F2 R2 स्क्वायर. ये दो चार्ज के बीच का डिस्टेंस R1 है तब फोर्स F1 है. अगर दो चार्ज के बीच का डिस्टेंस चेंज करते हो तो फोर्स भी चेंज होगा, तो ये फॉर्मूला हो जाती है from Fm equal to F0 by K, where we have Fm proportional 1/K. So F1 K1 equal to F2 K2 is equation 8. Here दो medium of 1 having dielectric constant K1 and medium 2 having dielectric constant K2. तो ये रिलेशन होगा. According to Coulomb's law, force acting on charge Q1 due to charge Q2 is given by F12. अगर किसके ऊपर लग रहा है फोर्स तो के Q1 पर. कौन लगा रहा है? Q2 चार्ज. तो जिसके पर लग रहा है उसका नंबर पहले लिखो, जिसकी जो लगा रहा है चार्ज उसका नंबर बाद में लिखो. सो F12 इट मीन्स द फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन चार्ज 1 ड्यू टू चार्ज 2. ये वैल्यू आ गई. इधर वेक्टर फॉर्म है तो Q1 इंटू Q2 इक्वल R1 वेक्टर माइनस R2 अपॉन मैग्नीट्यूड क्यूब ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ R1 वेक्टर माइनस R2. तो ये इसको डिटेल में लेते हैं. पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ द चार्ज Q1 का पोजीशन वेक्टर R1 है और Q2 का पोजीशन वेक्टर R2 है. तो ये फॉर्मूला कैसे आती है? ये वेक्टर वाली फॉर्मूला है, इसके अकॉर्डिंग न्यूमेरिकल भी होते हैं. नाउ K इज ग्रेटर देन व्हेन, K की वैल्यू किसके लिए क्या होती है देखते हैं. तो कोई इंसुलेटिंग मीडियम है तो उसकी वैल्यू K ग्रेटर देन 1 होती है. अगर एयर और वैक्यूम दोनों को सिमिलर लेना है तो वैल्यू हो जाएगी K इक्वल टू 1. अगर दो चार्ज के बीच कोई कंडक्टिंग मेटल है मतलब, तो इसकी वैल्यू हो जाती है K इक्वल टू इन्फिनिट. Now we will discuss about Coulomb's formula and how to derive another formula from this formula. तो चलो देखते हैं. First, according to Coulomb's law, the force acting between two charges, suppose here Q1 charge, here second Q2 charge, the separation between them is R, and these two charges are placed in vacuum or air medium. So force acting on each other means the force prevailing, there should be the attractive or repulsive, depends upon the polarity of the charge. So force acting between these two charge F proportional to the product of their charge and inversely proportional to the squares of the distance between them. Now F equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 upon R square, where epsilon 0 is what? That is the permittivity of vacuum. Permittivity of vacuum, and its value is 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12. Now, how to obtain the unit of epsilon 0? Just place epsilon 0 here and F place at denominator. So Q into Q, matlab Q square, divide this force comes in denominator place, so Newton meter square. This is the unit. And you can write like that, Q square n raised to minus 1 or meter raised to minus 2. Like that you can write also. Now, instead of this one, where epsilon 0 is the permittivity of vacuum or free space, because these two charges are placed in free space or vacuum, there is the region between these two charges is vacuum. Now, instead of this one, we can write K Q1 into Q2 upon R square. So where K is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, if you substitute value of epsilon 0, this one, then you have 9 into 10 raised to 9. Now unit. For this, make the subject K. So R square make at opposite side and numerator, and this one is denominator. So Newton meter square upon Coulomb square, reciprocal of this unit. Now value of this, so in CGS system, the value of K is 1, and here Newton, instead of Newton you write a dyne, instead of meter square, centimeter square, divide Coulomb. See, in CGS unit, in CGS system, the unit of charge is ESU, electrostatic unit square. So now, instead of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, we take K for calculation. In calculation, why should we waste our time in calculating this? So instead of this, we write this one and substitute value of this one. Now, how to obtain the dimensional formula of epsilon 0? So listen here, Coulomb square means A1 T1, that is the dimensional formula of the charge, square divide Newton. Dimensional formula of Newton is M1 L1 T minus 2 and meter square, so L2. So we have M1 L M minus 1 L minus 1 T raised to minus 2. So T raised to 4, here T square and T raised to 4 and A raised to 2. So this is the dimensional formula of epsilon 0. Now dimensional formula of K is asked, then you see here the unit of the dimension epsilon 0 is Coulomb square upon Newton's meter square, where unit of the K is the reciprocal of this one. So here the dimensional formula is for considering wherever negative given, you just place positive. So M1 L1 T raised to minus 4 A raised to minus 2. That is the dimensional formula of the K. Now, if these two charge in between these two, if these two charge are placed in some medium, then there is the permittivity of the medium is epsilon and relative afterwards. So permittivity of epsilon, here charge Q1, here charge Q2, the separation between them is also R same, but here vacuum and here medium. So instead of epsilon 0, we will write Fm equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon Q1 into Q2 upon R square. Instead of epsilon 0, you just take epsilon. Now here the force acting between two charge in vacuum or in free space, so just write 0. That is the stylish note, F naught. F naught means the force in vacuum. Here So force in medium. So M is indicate medium. Now the ratio of permittivity of, now listen, first we will discuss about this one. So you just say this is 1 and this is 2, equating this one. So you q1 upon q1 into q2 upon r square, here q1 into q2 upon r square given. Just you place this epsilon opposite side, so f0 epsilon 0 you just place here, so fm epsilon. So you can get one another formula, say this is the 3. Here you can comparing this one in vacuum or air and in other mediums. Now the ratio of permittivity of the medium to the permittivity of vacuum is known as relative permittivity, and it is also known as dielectric constant K. So both are the same, indicates the ratio of epsilon is to epsilon 0, but maximum times we are using these words K, dielectric constant of the medium. So you see that the unit of epsilon and unit of epsilon 0 is the same. So these two are unitless. Now again we come to the same point here. So F equal to, now suppose here the medium, the region between these two charges is completely filled by the medium, then we have this one. So subject, make the subject epsilon. So epsilon equal to K into epsilon 0. So instead of here epsilon, just you place epsilon's formula. So Fm equal to 1 upon K 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 upon R square. Now this is the force acting between two charge in vacuum. So just say this is F0 and divide by K. So here you can get another formula, Fm equal to F0 by K. It means what? Suppose these two charges are placed in vacuum, and the force acting between these two charges means the force acting on Q1 due to Q2 or acting on Q2 due to Q1 means prevailing between them is F0. Suppose this is the 8 Newton. Now the same charge and same separation kept, but between this, suppose kerosene is the medium, so dielectric constant of the kerosene is 2. So here Fm becomes 8 divided by 2, so 4 Newton. So in whenever there is a medium comes, the force acting between two charges reduced by K factor 1 upon K. Now again, suppose here F in this what? This is the constant and this is the constant. So if you are given the two charge Q1 and Q2, so Q1 and Q2 remain same, and this is the K constant, means F proportional 1 upon R square, in which condition for given two charge. Now if you change R, then F change. So for these two case you have F1 R1 square equal to F2 R2 square. So on this base you can get one MCQ and you can solve that MCQ. Now last one, if this is the given, if you are given two mediums, so you see Fm into K equal to F0, Fm into K equal to F0, so for a given two charge and for a given separation Q1 Q2 given है वहीं पे, और डिस्टेंस भी सेम है दोनों के बीच, लेकिन एक बार कोई एक माध्यम है, मीडियम है जिसका डाइलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट K1 है, और बाद में दूसरा मीडियम प्लेस करते हो जिसका डाइलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट K2 है, तो इधर क्या हो जाएगा, F पहले मीडियम के लिए F1 K1 और दूसरे मीडियम के लिए F2 K2 you can write. So if you are given two mediums having dielectric constant K1 and K2, this is K1 stand for medium 1 dielectric constant and dielectric constant of the medium is K2. So from this you can also calculate the force acting between two charges. So this is the relative formula regarding this one. So now you have seen that how to derive such formula, and in next video we will solve some MCQ of chapter 1.